A life cut short. The story of Aliyah Williams. Please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Now the full story. It was an ordinary summer afternoon in the Bronx. The sun hung lazily over Boston Road as people moved through their day. Kids heading to corner stores, parents returning from work, deli workers slicing meat behind glass counters. For 16-year-old Aliyah Williams, it was just another walk from home. She lived nearby, just a short distance from the place that would become the scene of her final moments. Earlier that day, Aliyah had texted her grandmother, Rose Anderson, asking for $10 for food. It was a simple request, one that any teenager might make. A small slice of normal life. Rose, not knowing it would be the last time she'd ever hear from her granddaughter, now clings to that final message with heartbreak. She wasn't a bad kid, she later said. She was a peaceful person. She gave of her heart. At around 4 p.m., Aliyah entered the deli grocery on Boston Road near Mickle Avenue in the Williamsbridge neighborhood. What happened inside is still being pieced together by police. Witnesses and sources say an argument broke out between Aliyah and another teenage girl, 17 years old. No one knows exactly what started it. Words were exchanged. Tensions flared. And then water, allegedly thrown by Aliyah. In that heated moment, everything escalated. The other girl pulled out a knife. The argument spilled out of the deli and onto the sidewalk. What followed was a blur of violence. Aliyah was stabbed multiple times, in the face, in the chest, in the body. A trail of blood marked the ground outside the deli, later washed away with bleach. Someone called 911. EMTs rushed to the scene. Bystanders looked on, stunned. Aliyah, critically wounded, was taken to Jacobi Hospital Medical Center. Despite the doctor's efforts, she didn't survive. Her death sent shockwaves through the community. Police began canvassing the area immediately. They searched under cars and in storm drains looking for the knife. They asked questions. They followed leads. That evening, around 7:30 p.m., a 17-year-old girl was arrested in the northern Bronx. She was charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon. As of now, it's still unclear whether the murder weapon was ever recovered. To Aliyah's family, something about the incident doesn't sit right. They believe she was lured to the deli. That someone, maybe more than one person, wanted her to be there. But why? Aliyah wasn't involved in street life. She was a regular teen. Her grandmother described her as kind, soft-spoken, with a big heart. Was it jealousy? Peer pressure? A conflict that spiraled out of control? These are questions the community continues to ask. The killing of Aliyah Williams rocked Williamsbridge. Locals couldn't comprehend how a fight could turn into a murder. Is it that serious that I have to kill you to get a point across? One neighbor asked in disbelief. New York City Council member Kevin Riley released a statement. This act of violence, sparked by a senseless dispute, should never have happened. He extended his condolences and called for unity and healing. To our youth, one decision made in anger or pain can change lives forever, Riley's statement read. Please know, there is always another way. Your life matters. Aliyah's story is not just about one girl or one fight. It is about the fragility of teenage life in a city where violence simmers beneath the surface. It is about neighborhoods yearning for peace, about families praying their children come home safely. Organizations like Astor Services, Bragg North, and Bronx SUV have stepped in to offer intervention and grief counseling. But no program, no policy, no amount of words can undo what happened to Aliyah. Her family now faces birthdays without her, holidays with an empty seat, and dreams that will never come true. Aliyah Williams' name joins a list that should never exist, of young people taken too soon by senseless violence. But her story remains etched in the hearts of her family, her friends, and her neighborhood. Her grandmother's words linger. I hope her soul rests in peace. I'm sorry she had to go this way. There is no easy ending to this story. Just a plea for answers, for justice, and for peace. If you have any information regarding this case, contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.